Hi guys, Mary here. I do have my air conditioner on and I apologize if it's too loud, but it's really hot. Today is, what is today? Friday. I think it's the 30th of August. So I want to do a reading on the new moon in Virgo, but before I do that I want to talk about the hurricane in Florida. So, many of you prayed for me. Thank you so much. It's funny. I did this reading back in May about hurricanes, the hurricane season for 2019. And I had said in the reading that a hurricane would look like it was going to hit Puerto Rico, but it was just going to be a tropical storm and it was going to miss Puerto Rico. It did, however, directly hit Calabria, where I live. Luckily, it didn't even turn to a Category 1 until just as it was hitting or a little bit after, but it was fine. We were fine. I think after going through Irma and Maria, it just didn't seem like that big of a deal. We were prepared and boarded up. But the lesson for me is I did not trust my own reading. Funny enough. But I guess I did say in that reading that Puerto Rico would be spared. I also saw in the reading that I put up in May that a hurricane would be hitting Florida, and I saw it hitting the bottom part of Florida. So this could be Hurricane Dorian. And I specifically remember mentioning the cake that I saw that was like decorated with strawberries and blueberries to look like an American flag. And I thought that might have been the 4th of July, but I think maybe it's Labor Day, because that's about when Hurricane Dorian is hitting Florida. So I want to also mention that during that reading I saw parties and people not taking it that seriously, and I saw water coming in through the windows. So anyone in the path of Dorian, please take it seriously. And flooding is going to be a huge issue, specifically because the tides are going to be very high because of this new moon in Virgo. And you know, Florida is very sandy. There's just nowhere for this water to go. So please, if you're in the path of Hurricane Dorian, take it seriously. Evacuate, and please check on your neighbors who may be elderly and need assistance. Make sure that you take your pets. Do not tie. I don't know why I saw this morning a dog left alone tied up. Do not do that, please. Take your pets with you, or don't tie them up and leave them. Okay, I know most of my viewers would never do that, but it's a vision I saw at the beach this morning when I was meditating. All right, so thank you so much, guys, for your prayers and your well wishes. We are fine. And I'm just getting my guests checked in for the holiday weekend, and then I'm actually going to fly into San Juan for some 12-step meetings and some fellowship, so I'm excited about that. My husband's in charge. Everybody will be checked in, and I'll be back to clean up. All right, so Hurricane Dorian. The first card up is the Two of Wands. What this tells me is that, I mean, energies change. Initially, when I read on this in May, I just saw a hurricane going through the state of Florida, so kind of through the lower part of Florida, from one body of water to another. So Two of Wands, I feel like the hurricane, it's still iffy on the path that it's going to take. It could take two different paths. We know it could go through the bottom part of Florida and into the Gulf, and then up through into Louisiana and up that way. Or the other scenario is it could hit the east coast of Florida and then go up the east coast towards the Carolinas. So those are the two, and I know everyone already knows that, but I feel like the Two of Wands is just saying that it could go either way. So let me just see if I can get any other details for you. Heavenly angels, please show me Hurricane Dorian in Florida. Please show me Hurricane Dorian. Seven of Cups. The Hanged Man. Two of Swords. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. This is at the bottom of the deck. So many of you know I don't always read the tarot exactly as people read them. I mean, I know the tarot, but I just go with my intuition. This was at the bottom of the deck. This is conflict. What I'm getting is, and I think I mentioned it in my previous video, is that I don't feel that the government is prepared for this hurricane. Now I know that Donald Trump is not going to Poland because of Hurricane Dorian, probably because he has property on Florida. But he has taken money from FEMA to pay for his border wall. So I just have a feeling, and I think I mentioned in the previous reading, that you need to have 2 weeks of supplies. I feel like the government is not going to help as much as maybe we are used to. But because this is the overall energy for the reading and it's the Five of Wands, first of all, I think there's going to be some conflict, and this is going to be something in the government. Also, because it's the Five of Wands, I feel like this is going to be a Category 5 storm. I know it's predicted to be a 4. I think perhaps it may be a 5 by the time it hits. When it passed Puerto Rico, it was a fast storm. It's now much slower. So when they're slower, I think there's more time for them to gain strength. All right, so then we have the Seven of Cups. I'm not reading this exactly as the Seven of Cups would be read. Seven of Cups would be read, you know, a lot of opportunities, a lot of options, maybe feeling overwhelmed with opportunities and options. I'm going to say that people in Florida are going to feel overwhelmed. And what I'm getting is, see this guy, he's like grabbed 5 of his cups and there's 2 left over. I feel like people are going to be grabbing, and I don't mean to laugh, I don't find this funny, and I'm sorry if I seem jovial, I'm not. But I feel like people will be grabbing what they can grab. I feel like there are going to be parts of the country that are going to be affected by this hurricane that traditionally in past years may have felt safe. This card makes me feel like people will be grabbing things at the last minute to head out and evacuate. So what I would say is, if you are at all concerned that your house will not handle a hurricane of that magnitude, a Category 5 or even 4, and you can get and you can evacuate, I would do so earlier rather than later. You know, even if nothing happens, you know, why take a chance? That's all I'm saying. And then we have the Hanged Man. What this is telling me is that there are going to be people who are stuck, who did not expect the hurricane to hit where it's going to hit, maybe thought it was going to hit somewhere else, and were surprised and will be stuck in their homes. I'm seeing flooding. I'm again seeing water coming through windows. So if you can get sandbags and really prepare for flooding, I would do that. I just feel like people are going to be to think it's going in one direction and it's going to switch directions or take people off guard. There's plenty of time to prepare, so even if, I think for anyone that's in the state of Florida, you have to take this as if it's going to hit you. Yeah. Two of Swords. This is usually about a choice. It can be about denial, having to take off the blindfold and see reality and see the truth, and that may be what many of you need to do. Before the storm. And I'm going to try to have see another vision of where it's going to hit. The bottom of the deck was the Five of Wands, and then the next card up is the Devil. This just tells me that this is going to be a very serious, threatening, catastrophic hurricane. The waters are very warm. The Devil is fire energy, warm energy. And some of this, I'm going to say it again, please come together as communities and prepare as if it's going to hit you, even if it's not tracking directly towards you. All right, let me pull another card just to see what the outcome is. Heavenly angels, please show me Hurricane Dorian. Okay, justice. Justice. I'm not supposed to think this way, but I think that Mar-a-Lago will probably be hit by this hurricane. I don't think that it's going to be severely damaged, but it will have some damage. So maybe for some of you that's justice. I don't know. I had to put that in there. I hate to be like that, though. Interestingly, I feel like some of what Trump may have hidden financially may come out this week into next week. This could be in regards to hurricane funds that he may have taken in a previous hurricane, and I think that's going to come out into the limelight. And I think that the government, well, just be prepared that the government may not be as prepared to help you as in previous years. Okay, what is the outcome, please, from Hurricane Dorian? Please show me the outcome. Ten of Pentacles. Normally this card would mean getting money from a family inheritance or something like that. But this is a 10. This is, what I'm seeing from this card is community coming together. There's a lesson here from this hurricane, and it's about community coming together to help each other. We have to depend on each other. And I think it's a lesson that we're going to need going forward on the planet. Be grateful for what it is that you do have. There's going to be a lot of property damage. There's going to be, I believe there will be some lives lost, primarily from the flooding. But there is a huge lesson coming from this, a new start, a new beginning. And it has to do with gratitude for the things that you have in your life that are not material. That's what I'm getting. Let me just see if I can get a vision of the hurricane. I'm just going to take a sip of my tea here. I'm at 14 minutes already. Sorry. I think it's a good possibility that the hurricane is going to hit the eastern part of Florida, southern Florida, go through the state into the Gulf of Mexico, and then up towards Louisiana. And it may actually it's going to lose strength in Florida, but may gain strength from the Gulf Coast. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm not a meteorologist. Okay. So I'm just going to pull a few cards for this new moon in Virgo. The new moon in Virgo is all about reorganizing. So put your intention out of how you see your life going forward. What is it that you wish to manifest in your life for the rest of the year? So what is your plan? Let's say you'd like to manifest something maybe beginning in 2020. Put that out, even maybe write it down on a piece of paper or in your journal. Light a candle. Put that intention out into the ethers with your lit candle, and spend time maybe taking action in organizing to be prepared for that. So prepare as if it's already going to happen. You can prepare, like say you want to buy a new home or get a new job or move or something like that. Prepare your home as if you need to put it on the market to sell. So you're going to get rid of things you no longer use. You're going to start cleaning up your home as if you're going to sell it. Prepare, say you would like a new job. Prepare your office, organize it as if you're going to leave. You know, kind of act as if. This Virgo energy is all about grounding, organizing, and preparing. Okay. The first card up is Message in a Bottle. It's number 15. 1 plus 5 adds up to 6. It's all about balance, harmony, peace, serenity. So there could be a message for you coming in. You might put your intention out to the universe of what it is that you wish to manifest, and you get a text, an email, maybe a letter, something of that nature. So just be open to opportunities coming in for you in a message. Okay. Could also be a message from this Hurricane Dorian, from Mother Earth, about what's important. We need to hang on to what's important. Our loved ones, our families, our friends. Okay, to pay attention to synchronicities, repeating numbers. You know, when you think of a friend and suddenly they call, things like that. Just pay attention to those synchronicities. It's number 18. 1 plus 8 adds up to 9. That's all about closing a chapter and moving on to a new chapter of your life. So put those intentions out of what it is that you wish to manifest, what you wish to create moving forward, and what you want to put in motion as you look forward towards the end of the year and into the coming year. This is the High Priest card from Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors, and it says intend and create. So this is just a nod from Spirit, reiterating what I said about putting your intentions out of what it is that you wish to create moving forward. And I'll just pull a card from Angel Prayers, Kyle Gray's deck. What can you tell us about the new moon in Virgo? Take time to breathe. This is the time to really sit down, take some time. You know, I do a lot of readings, and I always ask, you know, what is it that you want? And many people have trouble knowing that. They know they want to be happy, but they don't know what it is that they really truly want. And you need to know what it is that you wish to create so that you can put that intention out there with this new moon in Virgo and be able to manifest it. So take some time to breathe, meditate, look at your life and see where you want to be in the future. Remember that we create our own reality. We are co-creators. We are divine masters. And you need to put out those thoughts, those intentions, and then take those actions. Really use the energy of Virgo to organize. All right, this is from, where'd my glasses go? I lost my glasses. Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. It's Mahavatar Babaji, Soul Expansion. I'm going to try to read it. I'm going to try to read the small print. Okay. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. So your consciousness is expanding. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there. I am praying for each and every one of you that's in the path of Dorian. Just going to reiterate to please prepare as if it's going to hit you, even if perhaps the meteorologists see it going in a different track. If it's anywhere in that cone, please be prepared. Please vacate sooner rather than later, and help each other. Help each other. Okay. Happy Labor Day, everyone. I know you're all praying with me for anyone in the path of this hurricane, and I am sending you much, much love. Namaste.